let's see what is next. Okay, view npm view packages. Okay, now I want to introduce you to the view packages that you have. The npm packages, like there are a lot of npm packages. Now these packages, they are very sweet. You see, there are libraries that have been shared by the community, and therefore the whatever you are building, you don't have to reinvent the whole thing if it has been done before. I mean, it's a library, of course. It's so that you can get your things done very fast. Sometimes you don't have time, and so these I'll show you one that I did. Yeah, on npm. If you go to build npm package manager. So this npm this is the page I want to show you. There are a lot of packages. There are a lot of packages that you can use to do a whole lot. So for instance, I don't even need to search it here. All I have to do is view axios. Okay, the axios is a HTTP client that you can use to query data from through HTTP. It's a HTTP client you can use to query resource, online resource, or wherever they are. So if you connect into the database and probably have Laravel as your back end, and you have some routes that you have been given, then you can use view axios. Or you can use HTTP too. It's part of view. I like using axios because of the way it prepares the data for you to use it, and it's nice. I've been using it, so why not? And so when you click on view axios, it takes you to npm and shows you how to go about it. So what you do is you type view axios, npm view axios. So what we're going to do is we're going to learn how to install a package into our project and use it. And so how are we going to do this? What are we going to use it for? We are going to use it to query data an online resource, which is Json online. Yeah, this is where we'll go. So you type, I'll make all the links available in the description below. So we'll use it to query some online resource. So don't worry. So we have to type npm I for install view axios, and so this is how we're going to go about it. I'll go to the second terminal, okay, and type npm I for install view axios, and then whilst it is installing, see, that's why I told you you're going to need access to the internet. It is installed in a library from online, so we have to check the documentation on how to use it whilst it is installing. So it says that we should come on JS. That's how. And then we do import view axios and view axios. Okay, so in your entry file, this is what you need to do. Import it like this, and so we have to import it when it's okay. So it is done install. So the installation is completed. One thing you have to be careful is that, see, there are no vulnerabilities found. Some of the packages, there are certain vulnerabilities among them, and therefore when you install, you will get to see it. Okay, so now we go into our main entry file, which is main.js. It could be index.js if it was an old version. So paste and then view axios. And then what did he say we should do again? Okay, he said we should use it like this. Use view axios. Okay, view axios. So looking at the documentation here, it says we should just use v.use view axios, axios. Now this axios that you see, okay, this view.use, yeah, it is. This is how you register a component globally. When you do view.use, you are registering a component globally, and therefore you're calling that component. This is what you use, and you go in it this way. And so that's how you go about it. It has, and so you use view.axios.get, then you put the URL into it, and then you go your way. Okay, so if we're using HTTP, then this is it. That's how you go about it. So this.axios.get, and then you go about it. So when we save this, it means everywhere in our, as it install it, you can run npm. Oh, okay. The dependency we did. Okay, so we should have added save axios. npm install save axios. But we did, didn't we? Except we didn't probably save it. Okay, so I think the documentation also says something like, oh, okay, so this. We didn't save, okay, fine. First of all, we needed to save axios and we need to save vue axios, and we installed vue, so we can do axios -save, and then npm install axios-save because it is dependent on axios and we haven't installed axios. Okay, so once it is installed, then let's see what we are going to use the vue axios for. Assuming that you have an online resource or a local resource that you want to query from based on a route that you've been given to a back end and query your data, then you're going to need an HTTP client to do that. jQuery, they use it to do that as well. HTTP, they use it to do that as well, but I like using vue axios, so that is the one I'm going to use. So what online resource are we going to use? I want to type Json placeholder.typecode.com. If you go there, you're going to have, it says you can do something like this, to-dos. Okay, so this is the URL. Okay, so you can go here and copy the URL because they have to-dos. Online they have about, and there are to-dos if you click. So this is what you have. Okay, so to do. So I can copy that URL and go back to, it is done, the installation is done. So if I go back to the node, are you still having, are you kidding me? Let me see. I just saved it, so it's completed. So let's go to our task and add one more function. And that function is going to be a method. That method is going to be getAllTasks, or maybe getOnlineTasks. Oh, let me just use getAllTasks. Okay, and then I'll just go this way. And this dot axios, okay, dot get. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. If we check the npm, it says that this is how we should go about it. The usage, you can vue.axios, but view, we can use this.axios.get API, and then we have the response, which makes it so beautiful. So single quote, paste the URL, and it says that, I think I would have to copy this. So I'm going to do this one. So I think the dot then can come here, and then console.log response. I don't want linked to get me. So all we have to do is, when we get it, all we have to do is type response.data. So let me just see, get all tasks. Okay, and so we're going to get all task. Then when it is mounted, when the page is mounted, we don't need this any longer. So we can say this dot get all task. Okay, it's a function. So I will see, and I have this error, 4 error. Let me run linked, so I can npm run linked, so I can fix our problem for us. Hurry up, UCL live service linked. Okay, so it is done. Autoface is completed, and yes, let's go and check our app to do. Okay, and so when we check the app, we have 200, and we realize that they have 200. This is 200. The data is 200. If you check here, 200 to dos. That is very nice. Okay, and so we have title completed. It's okay. It is not. It's completed. It is completed. So if we're going to use it, then we have ID and user ID. Then we have to make it completed. Usually, I would have used is completed to make it so. Okay. Make you know that it is Boolean. So if we do it like this, then wherever it's completed is, we need to make that changes. Okay. So then we go back and it's completed. We don't have completed any longer. We have just completed, and we're gonna have isn't it? That's what is completed. Is it here again, guys? So there are. But you can just type of highlight and see how many you have completed. So that's just it. So you can save, okay, and then you get them. So instead of just doing console.log data, we can look at doing this dot tasks equals this dot data. Very, very easy, isn't it? But one thing you need to understand is when you are within this closure, if the axios closure, when you use this, it will refer to axios instead of referring to the view instance. And so in order to get your way around this, what you need to do is to declare a variable to hold the view instance. And so you say var, and usually I like to use the dash. Some people use vm to say view. I don't like to use, I would say this. And we know that the this refers to the view instance. So then I can do underscore dot tasks, and then I'll be able to assign. So this one directly exposes the view, which is this, and enable us to access the task because of the closure that we have. And so it's going to make it very easy. So then I'll just now save. What happened? I typed something wrong. So I'll just save, and then check. We don't have any error. When we get to the page, we're going to have a lot of to-dos. Okay. We're still doing console.log. Nope. And then, yeah.